Who doesn't know how to drink water? But that's exactly where you are wrong. We drink water every day, but you might be surprised to learn that you've been drinking water incorrectly your entire life. So what are we waiting for? Let's start with number 1 on our list. Do you drink water in a standing position or while you are sitting? We're all used to drinking water while standing, aren't we? And our elders often advise us to be seated before drinking water. Well, experts suggest that they are right. In fact, our posture affects the way our body processes the foods and drinks that we consume. When we are standing or moving, it is hard for water to get into our digestive systems. This results in a feeling of indigestion. Also, drinking water quickly while standing up makes our nerves feel more tense. When we drink water while sitting down, our bodies can help the water move through our digestive system in the right way. Also, sitting down also helps us calm down by allowing our nerves and muscles to relax. It is also worth mentioning that the idea of drinking water while standing up might cause arthritis and other ailments is untrue and most probably a myth. There is not enough scientific evidence to prove this theory. Nevertheless, drinking water while sitting is much better than doing the same while standing. Before we proceed, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. If you find our videos helpful, please support us by becoming our patron. Number 2. Are you used to gulping water rapidly? Or do you drink it sip by sip? We attempt to consume as much water as we can in a single breath. Our mouth produces saliva, which is an alkaline enzyme that aids digestion. When water is chugged straight, it runs down the throat quickly, instead of taking enough saliva with it to the stomach. But when we drink water sip by sip, it helps the saliva reach the stomach and balance the acid levels there. This, in turn, helps with digestion. A much better way to do this is to take a sip of water, hold it in your mouth for a while, and then sip it down. It gives more time for it to saliva get dissolved in water and do its thing after getting to the stomach. Number 3. Drinking water through the bottle versus drinking it through the glass. It's not a good idea to drink water straight from a bottle because that encourages gulping the water instead of drinking slowly. Rapidly gulping a lot of water while you feel thirsty can make you feel bloated. Hypothalamus, the part of the brain that makes you feel thirsty, usually takes some time to make you feel satiated. You might have noticed that after gulping in a lot of water, when you are quite thirsty, you are still not satiated because your brain has just not recognized it yet. Mostly this is just because you rush too much. On the other hand, when you drink water from the glass, slowly, sip by sip, it gives your brain enough time to recognize the level of hydration in your body. As a result, it reduces the chances of you getting too much water, saving you from getting bloated. Number 4. Do you prefer drinking water before meals or after meals, or both? Well, there has been a lot of debate among experts regarding drinking water before meals, but all of the experts have valid arguments to support their theories. First, if you drink water just before eating, it tends to dilute the acids in the stomach, reduces hunger, and slows down the digestion process. Drinking too much can also make you feel full, even before you eat. This can be beneficial to overweight individuals since it aids in weight loss. On the other hand, drinking water an hour before a meal, or at least 30 minutes before a meal, helps digestion by making it easier for your digestive system to absorb nutrients. Drinking water after meals is also considered good for digestion. It's even beneficial to those suffering from gas, bloating, and constipation. Ayurvedic practitioners suggest that your stomach should be half full of food, a quarter full of water, and a quarter empty to aid in digestion. We suggest only one thing. Just be careful not to consume too much water before, during, or after a meal. Number 5. What about adding artificial sweeteners to drinking water? If you are one of those people who frequently sweeten the water with artificial sweeteners, you should stop doing so at once. Anything containing sugar, high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, or sucralose should be avoided. Even though artificial sweeteners have no calories, research has shown that they may encourage weight gain and increase the chance of developing certain health disorders. In addition, because it takes a lot of water for your body to metabolize sugar, It raises your body's water requirement instead of fulfilling it. Sugary beverages can therefore be dehydrating, even though they initially taste pleasant. You can replace them with lemon, mint, or herbs. Number 6. How much water are you drinking? You might be surprised to hear this. If you think that you should drink a lot of water daily, even when you are not thirsty, you might be wrong. There is no evidence to support the theory that drinking a lot of water is healthy. In fact, you should only drink when you are thirsty. The part of your brain called the hypothalamus sends you signals in the form of thirst when your body needs water. Drinking more water than what's required by your body will not do any better for you. Instead, it'll just make you uncomfortable by causing a desire to go to the bathroom. Also, the amount of water a person needs each day depends on how old they are, what they eat, how much they exercise, and how much they sweat. As a general guideline, men should consume around 3 liters of water per day, while women should consume at least 2.5 liters per day. Remember, that's not the same for everyone. A person working in the field, getting more exposure to the sun, will definitely need more water than a person sitting in a room all day. Remember what's important: drink water when you feel thirsty. If you don't feel thirsty, you don't have to overburden your body with water. Also, if you don't feel thirsty, don't worry. Your body is also getting enough water from other sources, like foods, fruits, vegetables, milk, and beverages. Number 7. Drinking ice-cold water. If you are habitual to drinking ice-cold water after a strenuous exercise, or suddenly after coming from a hot environment, you are doing it wrong. According to the studies, drinking ice-cold water while your body is already too hot might have a serious impact on your digestion. Doing this restricts digestion, which then hinders the absorption of some vital nutrients. Not only this, a 2013 Chinese study suggests that drinking cold water causes your blood vessels to contract and increases blood pressure. So if you are suffering from hypertension, you should avoid ice-cold water. There is also some bad news for asthmatics. If you are suffering from asthma, ice-cold water might also cause the symptoms to worsen. It also tends to cause difficulties in breathing by interfering with the respiratory system. Other disorders linked to drinking ice-cold water are nasal mucus thickening, sudden headaches, and tooth sensitivity. Therefore, it's better to avoid drinking ice-cold water and go for water kept at room temperature. So now you know that if you drink water the right way as we have shown you, it can prove to be an effective contributing factor to your health. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.